Hey, and welcome to Destroy All Movies. What's up, people? I'm Richie.
I'm Jim.
I'm Carl.
Crazy Carl.
Yeah, Crazy Carl.
What's going on, boys?
Nothing much.
How are things?
Things are pretty good. I'm
Pretty
telling you,
good.
that Destroy All Television, I was listening to it after I edited it. Man, it was funny.
The Buck
The
Rogers one.
Buck Rogers one was incredibly funny.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow. I'll have
That
to
show
listen.
was crazy.
Yeah.
It was bonkers.
But this is Destroy All Movies, not
Yes.
television. This
No.
is movies. What are we doing today?
The Atom Project.
The Atom Project, the latest Netflix extravaganza starring Ryan Reynolds. And he's got Netflix. That's like his cottage industry now. I keep making these crappy movies. They get real popular.
Yeah.
Like that Red Notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we did that one? Didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, we did.
Of course
Yeah.
we did. How many
Right.
times you watch it?
Probably twice.
All right.
All right.
Watched this one twice.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, once was just while I was kind of working, so I half pay attention, and then you said do it on the show, so I'm like, I better watch it for real this time.
Okay.
So how about those Oscars, huh?
Yep.
That's what
That
everyone's talking about.
Oh, yeah.
That happened.
You know what's funny about that? I didn't see it. Well, I saw it, obviously, on Twitter.
Right.
But there's no way in hell I'm ever going to sit down for another Oscar broadcast. I mean, they have just degenerated into the worst television on the planet. And I'm not talking about the slap. I'm just talking about the show.
Yeah. Well,
There were some bad moments in it.
it was never great. Like
No, it was never great.
I didn't go, oh, the Oscars are coming on. Thank God.
I did when I was a kid.
Did you?
Well, that's because you were forced
Kinda.
to watch them as a kid because the rest of your family's watching it.
There's
Right.
nothing else on.
it was an
Yeah.
event.
Yeah, it was.
It
an
was
event.
like it was
It's
an
like,
event.
oh,
then.
next week
Right.
King and I.
Yeah.
This week,
Like I never understood why we had like my mom made us watch it.
yeah.
We're watching the Oscars.
And
tonight.
here's the
I'm
thing with my mom. She'd get upset over who would win Best Picture, although
Yeah.
she never saw
like, the
almost
picture.
any of them.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
She would
like-
yeah, she would get mad.
She would get mad at who won, even though she never saw the movies.
I kept watching even after moving out of my house until
You realize that you were watching the Oscars without being forced.
Yeah. Oh,
the
well,
the year
I'm all
that
by myself. Why the fuck am I watching
need
the
to do
Oscars?
yeah, that too. The year that fucking Shakespeare in Love beats Saving Private Ryan.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm out. I'm never watching this again.
So, I forgot. Three of a Kind. We're also doing Three of a Kind. The
Oh, yeah.
three comedy movies
Oh, that's right. Oh,
that we've seen more than 10 times.
Carl, if you can't just spout three of them
Dude,
off the
I
top
had
of
a-
your
I-
head.
I had to stop myself
no, I
from
got
writing.
it. I got it.
I couldn't believe as I started writing, I'm going, oh, yeah, I've seen this more than 10 times. Yeah, I've seen that more than 10 times.
That's the thing. I'm just shooting from the hip on three of them. I know two of them right now. The
Yeah, I
third one
know.
I'll think about. And because if I think about like, oh, it would be cool. No, I've watched comedies so much over my life that I can be like, yeah.
No, I have my
Well,
three.
I've
Done.
got 18 of them. That's when I stopped. That's when I stopped writing.
Right.
I said I can't write. I'm writing my entire comedy library here.
One that I'm sure I'm going to have to, come up with another one because you're going to say it's not a comedy, but it's a comedy to me. So
Yeah, but
Mm.
not a comedy to you. It's got to be a comedy.
it was a comedy.
It's not like, oh well, I saw Halloween and it's funny as hell.
There's funny parts.
Well, no, but no,
But
this
it's
was
not
a
a
comedy.
comedy.
All right.
You got to come up with come on, man. I had 18 off the top of my head
Well, that's
without
it.
even thinking.
Jim, it won't be hard to be like when you say no, that's not a comedy to come up with one. So
Yeah, because
I'm
I
still
got
gonna
one
say it.
that's not a comedy. I'll tell you what it is right now. Trekkies.
go ahead. Trekkies is not a comedy.
To me, it's a comedy, but it's a documentary. It's not a comedy.
Okay, then I'll give the one I was going to say is a comedy.
Okay, go ahead.
That's not One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
That's not a comedy.
Wow.
That is the funniest shit.
Yeah,
It's so
I
not a
love in
comedy.
comedies when someone gets suffocated at the end. The main character gets suffocated
Dude,
to death.
I never thought you'd say that.
Dude, I've never laughed so hard at a movie.
Oh my god!
That's a comedy.
All right. Well,
Huh?
what we're
See-
watching?
Huh?
Moon Knight.
Huh? I'm here. Yeah, he's a
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. I saw the first episode and I didn't
good.
hate it.
I liked it.
I
you
liked,
watched that?
yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought how they did it was great.
Yeah.
That whole thing with him, the other personality, the Mark Spector, the mercenary.
Yeah.
They like the whole thing was about Stephen
Oh, wow.
Grant.
Steven, yeah.
Oh, you didn't even watch it.
Not a fucking
No.
I didn't watch a minute of it.
He has multiple personality disorder.
And
Okay.
one's English and one's American.
And he's speaking with like an English accent, and he's kind of a loser and all of that. But he thinks he's sleepwalking all the time,
Which he is.
But it turns out he's possessed by this Egyptian god, and the other personality, Mark Spector, who's a mercenary, is the one who could turn into Moon Knight.
Does he change costume or he just is Moon Knight?
The costume appears on him.
That's what it seemed like.
Yeah.
Okay.
But only the Mark Spector personality could do that,
All right.
not the Stephen Grant personality.
I guess we'll learn more. I think there's only 6 episodes.
Yeah,
So-
only 6. No, but Richie, you don't see it, but he gets himself in situations, and he hears the Egyptian god Khonshu in his head,
Right.
who's always saying, oh, the idiot is back.
Oh, like
Give your body to Mark, and he kind of blanks out, and then like fucking like
Everyone's
real men.
dead.
yeah.
He he kind of blanks out, and then he's standing there, and all the guys are on the ground,
Right.
all and his hands are bloody and shit.
Wow. So the Egyptian god don't mess with him. Like when he gets into an elevator, but like push all the buttons.
No, the Egyptian god is not trying to do bad things to him.
Oh, okay.
The Egyptian god is the one that gives Mark Spector the power to fight the evildoers.
See, I would rather.
No,
mess with him.
okay, you're gonna poo-poo it until you see it, and then you're gonna go, "Oh, that was a pretty good."
I'm not watching that dumb shit.
Why would
Oscar
you watch
Isaac. Oscar Isaac plays Mark and Steven. He's really good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's great, and his how he goes in and out of that English accent,
Yeah,
Pretty well done.
and he's funny.
it's dumb.
And,
Moon Knight.
The bad dude, bad guy, the preacher,
Yeah, that's what's his face is
blanking. He's great. Oh, Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke.
Really good.
My wife almost didn't watch it because of the very opening scene.
What?
Glass.
What's the opening scene?
Yeah, you see this preacher guy, and he breaks a glass, and he puts the shards in his slippers, and he puts the slippers on.
Barefoot.
Why?
Because
he is also possessed by an Egyptian god.
Oh, so he has to atone for his sins.
Yes.
Like
it's something like that.
Yeah.
like
He's
glass in
kind of
his
like a
foot.
cult leader.
Oh yeah. Now does his Egyptian god, is he more messes with him like
No.
no? So no one's telling him to get on an elevator and press all the buttons.
No one is telling.
Not yet.
him to
It's
do
only
that.
first episode.
Because if I ever get to possess somebody, I will be doing shit like that.
But if you're trying to get them to do what you want done,
Right.
why would you be pressing the buttons on the elevator? Like, what is that?
Just to see if they'll
accomplish?
do it. And then once he does it, I'll be like, go over there and drink that lady's coffee.
And then when someone gets on the elevator, make them say, I did
Right.
that. That was
Exactly.
me.
That was me.
So how do you-
just like dumb stuff.
So-
like I did that. And run away.
Richie's a bad Egyptian god because instead of fighting evil, and people who commit crimes or sins.
It's just mischief.
He's just I want him to put a banana peel down and watch a guy sleep.
Like, dude, go eat that guy's pizza.
And look him right in the eyes.
Look him right in the eyes. You're chewing.
You see the other Egyptian gods just shaking their head at Richie.
Like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, God, I'm having fun. What do you do with your people?
I have them help people who are less fortunate.
That's overrated.
This is just impractical jokers.
Yeah, but
it's the exact same thing.
Yeah, but
funny.
But funny.
They're kind of funny.
Yeah,
they're not funny.
I know that is slapping all the buttons on the elevator. Man, that is laugh riot.
Yeah. I'd be like, dude, press all the buttons and then yell, ha ha, and then run off.
All right.
Dude, why would you make him do this? Why not? It's so stupid.
So Richie didn't see Moon Knight in about 4 or 5 weeks. Expect Richie to come in. I was watching that Moon Knight and it wasn't bad.
I'm going to watch one fucking episode. I'm going to give it 90 seconds. And if it doesn't grab me in 90 seconds.
Well, we already told you the first 90 seconds.
See? Then I'm not.
The glass and the slipper.
Ugh. No.
It quickly changes from that, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll give it 120 seconds then.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And then he's going to say, I watched the whole thing. And then the next one.
No.
I wonder how long One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is.
I don't know, but it's
over 2 hours.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like it, and it's super funny.
Okay, it's funny. It's not super funny.
Have you sat and watched it as a comedy?
I watch it as a movie. I take it as a movie. It's not like I'm watching it. Oh, I watch comedies as comedies.
Well, it's fucking funny.
Especially when McMurphy starts choking out Nurse Ratched.
Yeah, I know.
Hilarious.
Oh,
no, but I'm talking about I'm talking about all the other nut jobs in there. That shit is funny.
Yeah, there's some,
mental illness is funny.
Thank you. Finally, someone admits it.
Movies.
The Atom Project.
Yes.
Dun dun dun. Directed by Sean Levy. Starring Ryan Reynolds, Mark Ruffalo, Jennifer Garner, Zoe Saldana, and Catherine Keener.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it's about Ryan Reynolds. He's a future man. He's from the year. What year is he from?
2050.
2050. That's right. He apparently absconded with a fighter jet, futuristic fighter jet that's capable of going through time. And he's being chased by the evil Catherine Keener, who tells him, bring back that ship. And he goes, I jammed your thermostats. You're not going to be able to tell where I am. And whoosh, he goes through a wormhole.
Which was pretty cool.
That was cool.
And he ends up back in 2022.
It was a self-imposed wormhole. Like he shoots it out of his ship and it goes, and he goes through it.
That's the name of my new album. Self-imposed wormhole.
I thought that was a really cool idea, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how Star Trek did it. They'd slingshot around the sun and cause a time warp.
Totally not how they did it.
No, that is totally how they did it. They would slingshot around the sun and go into a time warp.
Yeah, in Star Trek 4.
And the original series.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Did they do it in the original series?
Yeah, they did it twice.
I didn't know that. I didn't watch the original series.
I don't think I've seen them all.
Both kind of accidentally. But they did it twice. Sorry. One time accidentally, one time on purpose. Where they showed up in the late 60s, early 70s, I think, and late 60s. And they were watching like a missile launch, some historic thing. And it was kind of a backdoor pilot for another series.
That's my next album.
Yeah.
Backdoor Pilot.
It turns out he's a future man, and he comes back
future man,
to
future
where
boy.
he is a future boy.
Right.
Like, how old is he?
12.
And he's kind of a nerd and gets beat up and stuff. And then Ryan Reynolds shows up at his house.
He does a great Ryan Reynolds, by the way.
Yeah.
That kid. I bought it.
I just liked how Ryan Reynolds would insult himself.
Yeah.
You have a very punchable face. Well, all the kid had to do is watch any Ryan Reynolds movie.
Pretty much.
Ryan Reynolds is also like Jason Bateman. You know what you're getting.
Yeah. So Ryan Reynolds comes back. He says that his wife went back to 2018. And
fuck is that noise?
That's the dog.
Dog.
To leave the room.
Oh, you should put it down.
So he goes back to 2018. His wife went back to 2018, but because he was shot, he couldn't go all the way back to 2018 and came up short at 2022. And the evil Catherine Keener, who plays Saurian, is trying to come back and get him. And he suspects that his wife was killed or not. She said the wife was dead. He suspects she's not dead.
Right. And she was the best wormhole jumper in the whole
That's
planet.
right.
She can jump a wormhole.
She invented it. She invented jumping wormholes.
No, she didn't invent it. She mastered it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She had like the highest scores.
She knew how to jump wormholes.
And the story ensues from there. And then
she knew how not to burn up on reentry.
Yeah. Then she shows up. Him and the kid go on many adventures looking for his daddy, Mark Ruffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mark Ruffalo was the guy who actually invented time travel. He's like Doc Brown.
Yeah, he did. Flux capacitor.
And did you buy that Mark Ruffalo just knew he was his kid?
Well, it's what he said. It was very cryptic. That's why.
No, but he looked, just looking at him, he said...
As soon as I saw you.
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah.
Well, we don't have kids. I don't know. Maybe you can tell.
Yeah, but why wouldn't that blow your mind? That you saw someone who looked like your kid grown up?
Unless you figure since you created time travel, expect it.
But he didn't know he created time travel.
Sure he did.
He was hanging a clock and then he slipped off the toilet.
Ronald Reagan, the actor.
No, he knew. That's why his algorithm was in the diamond case.
Yeah. So they got to destroy the algorithm. And it's in a special hard drive that's only in this big complex.
Yeah, it's there when it's also on a window in Harvard.
Yeah.
So,
but the complex, it seemed like the arc reactor.
Yeah, it did
from Iron Man.
Well, they borrowed some fucking props. Like they didn't have a lot. It wasn't a huge budget film.
Right. So they kind of play fast and loose with the rules of time travel.
Yeah.
In this thing, because sometimes things affect his future self, and sometimes they don't.
Right. Well, Mark, when he came to 2022 is when Adam found himself.
But oh boy,
I found myself
in
2022.
So there's some chasing going on and some back and forth and some hijinks. And he has a lightsaber. Ryan Reynolds has a. Is
that a lightsaber? No, dude, that's a lightsaber.
That's a lightsaber. That's funny.
Yeah, but it has like more powers. It has like its own force powers too.
Yeah, he pounds it into the ground and it goes.
That's what I don't get. If he pounded it into the ground, why didn't he go as well?
Well, when you're holding it, you're
it only goes away from you if you're holding it.
Yeah.
There's also no metal in it,
Right?
Which we learn at the end.
That's right. There's no metal in it because it doesn't get sucked up into the.
Sure, looked metal to me.
Yeah. Well, it's not really metal.
Well, it could be plastic.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he made it with a 3D printer.
Yeah. Look metal.
So they have father-son moments.
Yeah. Jennifer Garner was sad.
Yes, she's very sad.
She played sad mom. And
he berates himself.
Yeah.
Saying you don't treat your mother well.
Yeah. But like, you didn't treat your mom well. Why are you yelling at me?
Saurian's gonna shoot Ryan Reynolds, and the bullet gets sucked up into the arc reactor and kills her older self.
He was gonna shoot
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, I thought he was gonna shoot Ryan Reynolds.
No, Ryan Reynolds and both Adams were behind Pop.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. The bullet.
It was Catherine Keener also.
Yeah.
No, that magnet is so powerful it snatched a bullet out of midair, and
but not their belts.
No, or their fillings, or their
like.
So that's another question. The reactor didn't pull the bullet until it was outside of the gun.
Yes.
Was it protected from magnetism inside of the gun?
Yeah, obviously she had the optional gun that is.
Yeah, when he said he was like, and she never understood the science. I'm like, neither do you.
You don't understand this science.
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay.
I mean, it's simple. If metal, it will attract. There you go.
So it ripped all the other guns from people.
Yeah,
but not that one.
Well, maybe she has like that. She had that like Dr. Evil grip.
She had Demovalos's gun.
Yeah.
Remember he had that big gun?
Yeah.
Oh, and I can play the time game. And I went back in time and got a bigger gun. But only the victors will go through time.
Yeah.
So it kills her older self, so she disappears. Younger self,
if you die in the present, you die
in the future.
In the future.
Right. That's one of the things that I was saying, well, wait a minute, but you're changing history just being here. Like every moment you're here, you're changing history all the time.
Right.
But that doesn't happen.
There was a lot of plot holes.
I prefer the Marvel version of it where if you go back in time.
You have to go back and fix it.
No, it's like you can't affect, some things because you can't go back and kill a previous version of yourself and then disappear because you're there already. You're going to still be there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been cool if she shot him and he turned into the Hulk. Then this movie would have been a little better.
Yeah. So problem solved. They have a catch. Everyone goes back to their own time frame.
Right.
And
of course
Ryan Reynolds,
he knows he dies
anyway.
He knows he dies.
Yeah.
And he's like, you can't tell me. I thought for sure they were going to Doc Brown.
Yeah, he did totally the Doc Brown thing where I can't know the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen, if you told me like, dude, you die in a couple of days, like, fucking tell me. I'll start.
We needed some plutonium. I'm sure in 1985 it's available in every corner store, but
like, on this day you get into a car accident. I'd work from home that day.
Yeah. Not driving that day.
Not driving that day. I'd wrap myself in bubble wrap like the whole day. Like,
Yeah. Or not go to the mall. Right. Go somewhere else.
Exactly. I'd eat soft food so I don't choke, like everything. Like I would like for 24 hours.
And then you die of mercury poisoning because you had too much tuna.
Or a car just comes flying through your roof.
Yeah, you're like,
kills you.
man,
It's just meant to happen.
who knew? Oh, that's so funny.
So
And he hugs his mom more up.
Oh yeah, then he hugs his mom, and then when he's older, he meets his wife anyway.
Oh yeah, that too.
What person in 2022 still sits at a table with a pile of mail?
I know. Well, that's the kid who's giving her shit about it.
Yeah, she's old.
But still, like 2022, like no one's. This is how your dad did it. No, he would have. No, everything would have been online years ago.
So.
Oh yeah, I've been online for.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah,
just because that's the way their dad did it doesn't mean that's the right way to do it.
Right.
Just the way your dad did it. Well, he was shitty. He was a great scientist, but shitty at finance.
Yeah.
I tried to do it online once, and he backhanded me. So we're sticking with it.
And then he got that paper cut, and it became so infected, he died.
He died.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm going to go first. I like this movie.
Okay.
Like, I didn't mind it. It was stupid. It made little sense. You know, they played fast and loose with time rules
Right.
of time travel. But I don't know. I like Ryan Reynolds, and he played Ryan Reynolds, and I laughed at him. And
what do you give it?
I give this a 3.5.
There you go.
Not the greatest movie in the world, but I watched it. I enjoyed it.
Go ahead.
That's right where I was at. Also, I don't usually like sappy shit, like the mother and the father and all that. But I bought into this one.
Did you cry, Jim?
No, I did not cry.
I did not cry.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not that sentimental.
Okay. I figured you know.
But I pretty much
when they were all playing catch, you were like, "Daddy's my cat."
Oh, you're comparing it to a completely different situation.
No, I'm not comparing it. I just asked a question.
Well, having a catch doesn't make me cry. It's the father and son dynamic that made me cry.
Yeah, but he was playing catch with two of his same kids.
Yeah, but the buildup was not the same.
Should have made you cry harder.
Yeah, should have made you doubly cry.
No, it didn't. Okay. I prefer the Field of Dreams cry.
I pretty much mirror exactly what Jim said, to be honest.
You prefer the Field of Dreams cry?
The whole part about it was fun. Ryan Reynolds read.
Yeah. So 3.5 for you too?
Yeah, I dropped some because plot holes. I don't know. The kid actor's great, by the way.
All right.
Yep.
Let's see. What do I give it? 3.5.
We're all on board.
It didn't suck. I loved to see Zoe. She was cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it had the thing that you know that saved it was it had 3 really good actors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even what's her name? The villain. She wasn't horrible.
Catherine Keener. She's never horrible.
She wasn't. Yeah, that's what I mean. She wasn't horrible. She was, but it was, just a vessel for Ryan Reynolds jokes. That's what this movie was.
That's what it was.
And I like it. I like Ryan Reynolds jokes. So
yeah.
As far as these Netflix movies have been going, this is up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the better ones.
Yeah, that coat is really tight on you.
You look like a condom or something?
Yeah.
You look like a stretched out condom.
Oh, that's a nice coat. Nice coat you got.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
I wonder if Ruffalo ad-libbed that.
I'm sure there was a bunch of ad-libs going on because
So Adam Project, we all come out on the positive.
Yeah.
3.5s all around.
Yep.
It didn't suck, which is hard nowadays. Yes. And it wasn't that long.
It was 106 minutes.
No. Yeah. Okay.
I'm looking at the running time right now.
Yeah. There you go.
Do you think I just pulled 106 out of my head?
Sometimes I mix up. I thought you were saying it's an hour and 6 minutes.
No, 106 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. That was great.
Yeah.
They cut out the crap.
They got on, then got off, and then
we fucking yeah.
So okay, time for our new recurring segment. I can still call it new. It's only the fourth time we're doing it. 3 of a kind.
3 of a kind. 3 of a kind.
I was going to do a little production around that, like
throw
a little music on it, and then I wound up not doing that.
Okay, there you go. I just did it for you.
No, I was going to use like your audio, and then throw a drum machine behind it or whatever.
Oh, there you go. Why don't you do it?
I didn't have time.
The fuck else you got going on?
A lot of things. A lot of things. So 3 of a kind movie comedies that we have seen more than 10 times each.
Wow.
So, like I said, I've got a very long list. So I'm not going to copy anybody.
Fair
That's
enough.
assuming I go third.
Well, we'll let Carl go because there's always like 19 questions in an email or in a text about.
He only asked like one question.
I know, and this one it was like,
this one's pretty straightforward.
Okay,
could it be a rom-com or does it have to be,
Is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest a comedy?
Yeah,
it is. Could that be considered? It is to me.
Yes.
I'll start with the 1998's great Coen Brothers movie, The Big Lebowski.
Ooh,
which I've seen dozens and dozens of times.
Coen Brothers, yes, I've seen it. I've only actually seen it once.
Oh, I've seen it more than once. I've probably seen it more than 10 times too.
The 3 I immediately thought of get better and better every time you see it.
Well, the thing is, like another Coen, this isn't on my list, but another Coen straight up comedy, Raising Arizona, I've seen more than 10 times.
Oh yeah.
I think this is a straight up comedy.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny. I'm saying, but Raising Arizona is like out and out slaps. It's got slapstick comedy moments.
Yeah.
It's
This does too. I'm telling you, the more you watch it, the better it gets. The funnier and funnier it gets.
Like him scraping his hands on the stucco on the popcorn ceiling.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. Well, Goodman's also in Lebowski, and it's great, and he's great.
Yes. Think about it, H.I.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Vladimir Uliad Lenin.
Donnie, you are out of your element.
I am the walrus. It just gets so quotable and so awesome.
Oh my God, yeah.
Where are the tellers? We're down here, sir. They're on the floor. They're down there on the floor, Gail, just like you commanded. I'm sorry.
We're talking about 2 different movies.
Sorry for hijacking your Coen Brothers with another Coen Brothers.
That's seen them
not
both.
On my list.
I've seen them both lots.
These balloons make funny shapes. You think circular is funny.
Less round is funny.
Yeah, less round is funny.
Not less round is funny.
They blow up to funny shapes? No, just circular.
Yeah, they just circular. Great movie.
Both.
That's not what I meant, old timer. I mean, does it have buttons or fasteners? Well, they got little tapettes on there. It's
over the butt, under the groin area.
Yeah, he goes, I know that. I know.
It's fairly self-explanatory.
Yeah, it's fairly self-explanatory. All right.
I love.
I'll let Jim go third, so I'll go next.
Yeah.
The 1987 classic Summer School.
Oh, Summer School. Yes.
Mark Harmon
in his comedy.
Of Mr. Shoop, the gym teacher who thought he was going to Hawaii with his girlfriend and ended up having to teach summer school. because he didn't have tenure yet, and it was
right. And Kirstie Alley was in it.
Yes, she was the love interest.
Big ass hair.
Yeah, a lot of hair in that movie.
And his bunch of wacky, zany students.
Yeah, the premise is he had to teach summer school, and all the kids are basically idiots.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. The guy who went to the bathroom
and the pregnant one was not
right.
an idiot.
She was just pregnant, right?
Yeah.
But he had to make sure they passed, and to do that, he would do favors for them to make them, study.
Pay attention at school.
Pay attention. So, and then hijinks ensues, and it's great.
Excellent. I gotta admit, I used to watch it a lot. I think it was on choice. HBO.
Yeah, that's definitely more than 10 times.
Excellent choice.
But I hadn't seen it in like 20 years, and I watched it recently. Not bad. Not bad.
Now, mine, this is from 1995, and I've seen 10 in easy, 10 at the minimum, most likely more like 30 times, 30, 40 times. Wow. Mallrats.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Kevin Smith. The first Kevin Smith movie I ever saw. I saw this before Clerks.
Oh, I think I saw them all in order.
And I thought it was very funny. 94 minutes, Rich.
That's what I'm talking about. Kevin Smith knows how to fucking get in and out.
And starred Jeremy London, Jason Lee, of course, Claire Forlani, and Ben Affleck.
Wow. Jason Lee's so great in that movie.
It was a tour de force Jason Lee performance.
Really is.
Like what fucking Kevin Smith movie would I pick if I was going to pick one? That's a good question.
Dogma?
Well, let's see. That's hard.
It is hard. They're all kind of on par with each other.
Yeah, but I'm saying comedy-wise, I think Mallrats I thought was the funniest.
Yeah, he started getting a little cheesier.
And too self-aware.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, there's so many comedies out there that I've watched so many times. I don't think I'm going to get out of the
80s. All right, well.
I think Chasing Amy's really fucking really good movie.
Yeah.
But it's not near as funny.
No.
Right. All right, Carl, you're up.
2001, written by the Broken Lizard Troupe, Super Troopers.
Super Troopers, yes.
It gets better every time you watch it.
Every single time.
And it just keeps getting better. Every single time I watch it.
And a liter of cola. It's for a cop. Oh my God.
It's so good. I just love all 6 of them, and they're just great. I love them.
So Tombstone's not a comedy, right?
No, it's not a comedy.
Just checking. Just checking.
All right. Well, what's your
my number 2?
Yeah.
Again, 88. I'm sticking in the 80s. Midnight Run.
Midnight Run, yes.
That is a classic. Like,
more action or comedy?
No, that's a comedy.
Well, there's just as much funny in like Lethal Weapon.
All right.
Is Lethal Weapon a comedy?
Wait. You're comparing Midnight Run as comedy to Lethal Weapon. It's your last day on the show.
I love Midnight Run, man.
So do I. No, but yeah, Midnight Run.
Midnight Run's excellent. It's incredibly funny.
Yeah.
Was this our first taste of comedy, Robert De Niro?
From De Niro?
Yeah.
I believe so.
I think this was his first comedy.
Yeah, because he didn't start doing Analyze This or the Fockers for a while. So.
Yep. So that's an excellent choice.
Yeah, Midnight Run.
All right, my second.
If no one has seen that movie, it is a must see. So good.
My second choice is from 1985, starring Chevy Chase.
Oh,
Fletch.
Fletch.
Gotta be Fletch.
Yes, I've seen Fletch a gazillion times.
Wow.
Doom, 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 doom.
Wow. That happens about 100 times in the movie.
Yeah. Even the music cues are funny. Yeah. Just 98 minutes, Richie. And it's
Again
quite funny. They knew how to make comedies.
Who directed it?
Michael Ritchie.
Huh.
Wow. There's so many comedies I've seen more than 10 times. I don't even know what to pick.
Yeah. All right, Carl. Number 3.
Speaking of Kevin Smith, he also almost made a Fletch reboot with Jason Lee.
Yes,
Really?
he did. He was going to do
Almost.
Fletch 1. WON. That was one of the Fletch books. I think that was like the first. It was like the prequel Fletch book.
Mm-hmm.
It could have sucked, but it could have been good.
Yep.
I don't know. My third, I just went with my top 3 probably comedies.
Okay.
1999's Mike Judge's, written and directed by Office Space.
Ah,
I love it.
great movie.
Looks like someone has a case of the Moondays.
Yeah. Hey, man, has anybody ever said that to you? Hell no, man. They get their ass kicked for that.
No, man. Hell no, man.
No, man. Hell no, man.
No.
You get your ass kicked for saying that. Yeah.
I loved it before. My current job was the first job I ever really had an office job.
Oh, yeah.
I was out in the field a lot before. Right. I loved it before I had an office job, and then I started working in an office, and I'm like, this shit is on point.
Did you have to pass around cake?
Yeah, I hate the birthdays. I love when they sing, and they're just like, happy birthday.
The cake to people ratio is
last time I
didn't get a piece of cake, and this time I needed it. The cake to people ratio.
Now Milton,
pass it down. Yeah, I didn't get any cake, and I was told I was going to have some cake.
All right, Richie, your third one.
Wow. I'll do like I have so many.
Pick one of that many.
I know, but you
can tell about your other manys.
No, I'm just trying to find the year because it's recent. Well, not recent, but not recent, but
we barely scratched over 2000.
Right? It's Ryan Reynolds.
Yes. Deadpool.
2011. Ryan Reynolds. Jason Bateman, the change-up.
The change-up. You finally got the change-up in. You tried to use it. You tried to use it last week.
Yes.
Is that when they piss in the fountain and switch body? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I saw it once.
Yeah. Once was enough for me.
I've seen it so much. It's so funny.
Huh.
Well, you've seen the holiday.
Oh, the last holiday.
The last holiday. Many, many times.
It's on my phone. Love the last holiday.
All right.
I wouldn't call that a comedy, though. It's more of a feel-good story.
For my number 3, I've watched this many, 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 many times, mostly in group settings, which makes it more enjoyable.
Right.
1984, Rob Reiner directed. This is Spinal Tap.
Oh, yeah, sure. That is a better group movie.
Tap into America.
Yeah, let's tap into. Come on, show me the dwarf cannolis.
Yeah, do the dead bird.
Do the dead bird. Do the dwarf cannolis. Come on, mime is money.
Come on, mime is money.
Dana Carvey.
Dana Carvey and Billy Crystal.
Yeah,
there's so many people in that.
Yeah, did you know that was Dana Carvey as the other mime?
As the other mime.
I remember Billy Crystal for sure.
Yeah, Billy Crystal. The guy he was talking to was Dana Carvey.
And Carvey was probably really new then.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that was well before Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it was a kid.
Come on, push the dwarf cannolis.
Push the dwarf cannolis. Show me the dead bird.
Bruno Kirby.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't tell them this.
Yeah, This is a fad. This is a fad.
You know, when you've loved and lost like Frank has, you know what life's about.
Yeah, he's like, fucking nice.
I got no timing.
Yeah,
I got no timing.
Yeah, I'm Marty Fufkin.
Marty Fufkin.
Yeah. What do you do to me? We have a relationship. I can't make people come in here.
What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do?
Did you, yes, we saturated. We oversaturated.
Oh my God. I won't worry about it. Boston's not
It's not a big college town.
It's not a big college town. Now Philly, there.
Oh
my God.
That was a funny movie. Destroy All Movies can be found at damshow.co.
Damshow.co.
DAMSHOW.co. That's the home
Damshow.co.
of Damn Junior Podcasting, where you can find all our back episodes of this run of Destroy All Movies, plus Destroy All Television and our other fine podcasts.
Yes.
Our email address is
destroymail@gmail.com. Once again, that's destroymail@gmail.com.
If you go to damshow.co and you want to support the show, there's a couple of ways of doing it. You can buy us a coffee. Just click on the link, buy us a coffee, or buy us a coffee. You can do an ongoing coffee buy,
or you can direct ship me bottles of Jameson Black right to my home address.
Well, actually, technically, if you can ship anything, ship Carl a Mac.
We're going to start a GoFundMe page for Carl.
To get him some
buy a Mac.
Get him some primo audio equipment.
Oh my God,
and a computer that works.
Yeah.
Does everything else.
Yep.
That's a PC in a nutshell right there.
Right there.
Yeah, it does everything else though.
Yeah. Yeah. It runs Excel.
Yeah.
That's about all I need.
Yep.
Or you can go and you click on the Amazon link that takes you to Amazon.com. You go there and you buy as you would normally. You don't get charged 1 cent extra, but we get a little piece of the action from your sale.
There you go.
So that's Destroy All Movies this week. Next week, make sure you check out Destroy All Televisions. It's the same televisions. It's the same bunch of guys you're hearing now. Only instead of movies, we talk about old TV shows.
There you go.
Our last one was a killer. Buck Rogers. All right. Well,
yeah, that's all I got. Anybody else?
Nope.
All right, I'm Richie.
I'm Jim.
Carl.
Good night, damnation.